Hello and welcome back to Where the Demon Lurks. We will not be continuing where we left off in the previous video. Instead, we will be continuing, actually no, not continuing. We'll be starting a Toast route. And if you're wondering who's Toast, Toast is actually the ghost, the hyena, the ghost hyena. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna do a route with the ghost hyena. You seen him? Really? Have you not seen him? Anyways, yeah. So I decided to do it because, I was like, well, there's two other characters, so I mean, I guess I could do one other, route. And, well, yeah. So of course I picked Toast, the hyena, for obvious reasons. But anyways, so we're gonna be picking off right where Kobu here decides to, ask for help from either Lucian, Morris, or Toast. Because, those are his only options, really. The obvious option for me is always Lucian because he's the angel and he should, in theory, have some more power than the rest of them. Although, I did play Toast's route also before I decided to, record it. So technically someone has a little bit more power, at least here in Kibbleton, than, the other two. But anyways, so yeah, so without further ado, we're gonna begin a Toast route. I'm gonna ask Toast. You spanked yourself in the forehead. What the heck am I saying? I mustn't be thinking straight. Calm down, Kobu. Just clean the store and think this through. You pick up the broom you used in the fight and proceed to clean up the area. Lucian. Morris. Toast? You called? What? Startled, you jump back when the ghostly hyena emerges from the wall. Toast? What are you doing here? I just got here. This stupid town is so confusing. Luckily, I used my brain muscle to remember this place. You pinch your fingers against your eyes and massage them. What's wrong, partner? Toast. I just can't today. I really, really can't. Come on. You can tell me. You're in my crew now, so your problems are my problems too. The ghost crosses his arms and smiles. He looks so confident that he can take on any challenge. Okay, well, my friend just got attacked by a demon, and is probably inside the underworld now. I need to save him. A demon? Was it a huge dog with those snake tattoos? No, it was... Was it a weird-looking fat frog sitting on a hand? I remember seeing him sometimes floating by in the underworld. No, please, it was... Oh, was it a short demon about the height of a table, and he won't stop yelling cheese every few minutes? No, please, I don't know who that demon was. It came here, and it shot my friend. Now, unless you know how to get into the underworld without dying, I would appreciate it if you just leave me be. Despite clearly hearing your words, the hyena stands there looking back at you. His face maintains that same dumb-looking smile. He blinks twice, and you begin to wonder if something is wrong with him. To? I got it! What? His outburst startles you. We just need to find someone that can get us into the underworld, sneak around, and save your friend. So take a deep breath, partner. Yes, Toast. I think I implied that. The issue is how. Easy. I know a guy who can take us there. Are you... You take a deep breath. Are you trying to mess with me? Because this isn't the time for jokes. No, I'm legit serious. He and I have been on the road looking for the dude's cool jacket. You stare slack-jawed. Sure. A guy who knows how to get to the underworld and is looking for his jacket? Toast grunts. You don't believe me, do you? Well, it's a pretty far-fetched story. Well, you'll have to believe me if I take you to him. Come on! No, I have a job to do here. But you said your friend is in danger. He is. Then what are you waiting for? This is important too. Look, let me just finish my shift and maybe I'll go with you. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I can still ask Lucian or Morris later. Oh. He sinks into the ground until all that remains is his head, looking up at you with an exhausted expression. Ugh, what are you doing down there? You told me that you'd go after work, so I'm waiting here. Can you wait outside the store? People will be coming in at any time. And what? See me? Hello, I'm dead, partner. Right. Ding bong, bing bong. The familiar chime sings its tune as customers enter through the front door. You return to the back of the counter and try your best to act like everything's fine. To customers who, judging by their attire, look like the nurses from the nearby hospital, perhaps returning from work. Welcome to Sunny Fruits, the family mart. The customers nod in acknowledgement and go about their business around the store. For a brief moment, things seem to be going fine. Just as you lay your guard down, the soreness from the previous battle returns in droves. You grab your left shoulder and tilt your neck from side to side to ease the tension. As you try to relax your muscles, you spot something familiar inside the refrigerator full of vegetable produce, Toast's head. Your left eye twitches as you watch the dismembered head contort its facial features into different mocking expressions. The lady does not notice his presence, of course, and bends over to look at the produce. Hey, beautiful. Come here often? Ah. Excuse me. Oh? You're distracted by the second customer approaching the counter, vying for your attention. He puts a can of coffee on the counter and you ring it up. While you try to complete the transaction, your eyes dart back to the refrigerator. The lady has moved away and Toast is nowhere to be seen. Without taking your eyes off of her, you hand the man his receipt. Come again. The man returns your response with indifference and leaves. Now the lady comes over with her shopping basket. Hello. She gives a polite smile and you struggle to do the same. Just these. Okay. You take the basket to scan the items. 1 can of sardines, 2 packets of carrots, 1 head of... You pull out Toast's head. He smiles back at you. Dude, a head? Get it? 'Cause she's buying a head of lettuce? Ah! 1 head of lettuce. Oh, I'll pay using my card. Alright. Toast continues to be the chatterbox behind you. Dude, tell her, everyone likes a little head once in a while. Such an idiot. Excuse me? Oh, I said have a nice day. She smiles and takes her groceries with her. Toast's head floats on over in front of you. Haha, I didn't even know that I could do this just till now. Wait till the next customer comes. You'll blow milk out of your nose when you see what else I can pull off. You reach out and hold Toast's head. What are you? You sit down on the floor while looking at the spirit in your hands. He raises an eyebrow as you just look at him, your face remaining blank despite the exhaustion coursing through your body, weighing you down. I know what you're doing. You're giving me the silent treatment. You didn't get my joke. Now you want to ignore me? Want to show me that you're better than me, bro? You wanna go, bro? You think you can take me on when I'm just a head? Bring it on, bro. When I figure out how to bring my arms back, I'll... I like the lettuce joke. Toast stops talking and watches you. You pat his head. It doesn't feel like you're stroking fur, but more so running your fingers through cool air. You're funny, Toast. It's just that so much has happened today. You sigh and frown. Maybe you could let me have some quiet time to rest. I promise we'll see that guy you talked about when I get my energy back. Toast blinks, and you swear his cheeks turn a slight shade of pink. Well, yeah, what kind of boss would I be if I don't look out for my underlings? At least, you begin to snore. At some point, you fell asleep without realizing it. Toast sighs and floats out of your hands. Guess I'll keep watch then. I'll keep you safe, underling. You're able to get a few hours of sleep before Toast wakes you when he sees an incoming customer. He doesn't do much other than wait next to you while you work. The rest of your shift goes pretty smoothly, although you had to pull up a chair so that you can catch a few winks when no one was around. Come morning, your shift ends. You explain to the other members of the store that King had an emergency family situation and ask that the rest of you cover for him while he was away. They openly agree without much questioning. With one problem placed aside, you change clothes in the back room. Toast doesn't bother to give you any privacy, but you are too tired to tell him off. Ready to meet my buddy? You take a deep breath. Sure, let's get this over with so I can get some sleep. Let's go! You both exit the store. So where exactly are we going? The park! He said to meet up there at 6 in the morning. What? Then we're already late by an hour and a half. No, wait. He looks at the palm of his hand upside down. I meant 9. Yeah, 9. Your confidence in this plan wavers further. As dawn gives way to a hot summer day, you grimace at how your soaked clothes feel against your body, sweaty and sticky. While you peel your shirt off your chest over and over, your ghostly companion sings a tune that you can only describe as something out of a spy film you've watched once. Dun 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 dun. He leaps from corner to corner, facing his head through the walls to discreetly scan his surroundings. However, he's giving up on any stealth with his spoof of a spy thriller tune. Your pace fastens as you near the intersection across from the park. Toast floats close to your side. Dun 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 dun. He sings his low tones right in your ear, your mind bouncing along to the rhythm of Toast's humming noises. You slowly turn your head to him. Dude, what's with the singing? You don't know who could be watching. We gotta be careful. It's just a walk to the park. Nothing's going to... Hold it! He points in front of you. A familiar plump boar in a pink shirt is walking by. Shit, hide! You try to push Toast out of the way, but end up rushing through him and slam into the wall ahead. Ugh. The both of you watch the street ahead, but Morris does not return. I don't think he noticed. Good, then let's knock him out before he does. Toast picks up a loose brick off the ground. He rushes forward, but you give chase and snatch the brick out of his hands. Hey! No, what the heck are you trying to do with that? Just a little bump on the noggin to make sure that he doesn't get in the way. Your face twists into a grimace of disgust. Dude, you'll kill him. A little bump, I said a little. The hyena tries to grab the brick from you, but you dodge his every move. Gimme! No, you'll put us in danger. Danger? I'm trying to protect us here. He's just going to get in the way. Just throw it at him. You feel stifled by Toast's relentless pursuit for the brick. The hyena makes a leap for the brick, leaving you no choice but to chuck it across the street to keep it out of his grubby hands. You see a fleeting moment of grace as the brick tumbles through the air before crashing into an electric pole, breaking into pieces. No! See what you did! You ruined our surprise attack! You sigh loudly before peeking around the corner to see if Morris is still around. Phew, he's gone. You turn back to Toast, who's pouting and looks away. I can't believe you wasted a perfectly good brick. Toast, you can't go around just trying to off people because you think they'll be an inconvenience to you. Toast groans and then rolls his head back at you in an exaggerated fashion. I wasn't going to hit him that hard. I've taken a few bricks to the head before and I turned out fine. Boy. Where do you think he went in such a hurry? You shrug. Maybe he has another exorcism job or he's just hungry. Or he's taking a number 1 or 2. Heck, he might do a 3. A 3? Piss and poo at the same time. Yeah, sure, Toast. Now, come on, and again, no more trying to kill anyone. Not even a teensy little bit? No, again, you can't kill anyone by a little bit, or by a lot. They'll just die. Now, come on. You turn back to the park and make your way there, with Toast following behind. Like before, a group of black hooded figures lurk around the entrance. What's with those guys? They're the pushy air fryer cultists. What's an air fryer? I'll explain later. Let's go this way. The two of you take the long way into the park. After slipping in, Toast guides you to a bench that so happens to have a clear view of the cultists at the entrance. You observe the other park-goers make their way by, visibly pacing by the cultists trying to avoid any contact. Still, the cultists persist without any care for courtesy, calling more people into their little antlion pit. Taking a seat, you pull out your phone. What's that? It's a phone. The ghost leans in for a closer look. They make them that small now? Well, yeah, it's full of apps and stuff. Appetizers? So you can eat phones now? That's so cool! I'll add that to the list of things to explain later. Do you have your friend's number? Why would I? I'm dead. Remember, I don't carry a phone. Right. You smack yourself on the forehead. Then it's the waiting game for now. Toast sits on the bench, his butt phasing into the seat itself. Leaning into the backrest, you turn to your phone in hopes of passing time. Your eyes dart over to Toast, who's watching the clouds with glee. Maybe I should look online to see if there's been any news about demonic activities? Your fingers dance upon the phone screen. Demon activities. Kibbleton. You go for the first search result. The link opens to a message board about people asking for help with bizarre activities in the town. Help, is my toilet possessed? Person missing from Kibbleton Hotel. Theories and facts. I find messages on my boyfriend's phone directed to a stranger. Is the phone haunted? There's nothing new about demons here. You return to the search results and click on the second link below titled Demon Attack. What's this? The link directs you to an entertainment site where a video pops up and begins playing. Loud pop music blares out from your phone, drawing the stares of anyone passing by. The phone nearly slips out of your grip, but you manage to catch it before pausing the video instead. What the hell was that? Sorry, I accidentally opened a video. I think it's a new TV series about demons. Huh, a TV show about demons. Who would want to watch that? What? You have something against TV shows or just demons? I've seen demons. They aren't exactly TV material. Curiosity tugs at your heart. You can't help but want to know more. So, what are demons like then? You scared about the afterlife, huh? I'm just curious, that's all. You know, we're up against them, so anything about demons can help. Long story short, they're just a bunch of pencil pushers trying to make it to the end of the shift. Really? That's all? Isn't the underworld all about torturing souls and such? Well, if you call running a treadmill on fire torture, then yeah. But you get used to it eventually. That doesn't sound right. Where's the eternal torment, the regret, the suffering? It ain't all that bad. You might find a demon who's at least willing to talk to you. Plus, whenever they change shifts, you get a bit of breather. Really, you gotta watch out for the big shot running the whole place. The other souls and I call them the Soul Crusher. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Yeah, when you have all the time down there, you come up with the best names. So, did this super cool demon lord get called that? He's the meanest of them all. Every demon fears him, and no one dares to disobey him. Go on, he sounds like quite a person. Light fills your eyes as you lean in closer to Toast. I've seen demons shaking in their boots just at the mention of his name. And their name was... You're now bent over sideways, your snout barely touching the ghost. Vendrick. Oh. I see. You retract back to your side of the bench, look to the other side, and bite your bottom lip. Toast puts his cold, ghostly hand on your shoulder. But hey, don't worry. You've got me to watch over your back. I'll make sure you're safe. Plus, if we take over heaven, we don't need to worry about the underworld. You sigh. Looking at the phone in your hand, it's already 9:30. Toast, is your friend going to show up or not? I mean, he's never been one to miss a meeting. Well, what do we do now? The hyena sinks deeper into the seat until he's completely submerged into the earth. Whoa! You nearly jump out of your seat. There's a note under the bench. Toast reemerges with a piece of paper in hand. That looks like a used candy wrapper. No, it has my name on it. He hastily flips the note open. Toast. As he reads the contents of the wrapper, his expression darkens. Toast clenches the paper tightly in his hands. Those assholes! Toast, what are you? I'm going to tear them to shreds! He rushes through you towards the group of black hoods at the entrance. Toast! Cold sweat runs down your back. Instinctively, you sense danger will befall upon whoever gets in his way. Toast! The anger seething through his bare teeth deafens him to your words. Fueled by desperation, a spark runs through your body as you reach out for the ghost. Work, come on, make it work. Stop him! Open your damn portal! Through sheer will, a burst of energy radiates forth from your hand. Blue rings spring open and close randomly all around you, each one connecting to some part of the park. One of the rings appears right in front of Toast, and he charges inwards. You connect his portal with 2 more portals you conjure in front of you, one on the ground and one in the air. Whoa! The screaming hyena plummets from one portal into the other in a never-ending loop. What the heck? I can't let you attack innocent people, Toast. Dubious, but innocent for now. Make it stop! I'm going to hurl ghost chunks! Not until you promise that you won't lay a hand on them without explaining yourself. Toast groans. I give! Just stop this wild ride! If only he knew that you don't have a full grasp of your powers. You hold your hands up like you did before. Close! Nothing happens. Oh no. You try various hand gestures, but to no avail. Kobu! You've done this many times before, so it's a bit difficult to recall the specific fundamentals. You take a deep breath and recall the basics of your portal powers, picturing a gate in your mind. You imagine the act of closing it. All the powers slipping through the palm of your hand flows to a halt. The bottom portal closes first and Toast is shot out onto the ground with the other. You groan as your hand falls to the side, a burning pain emanating from your palm, much like the aftermath of forcing a torrent of water through a pinhole. Ugh. You push through the pain and head over to the fallen hyena. Toast, you okay? The ghost, reduced to a head again, pants heavily. His eyes are in a daze. I don't want to ride the merry-go-round anymore. You bend over and pick up the ghost, along with a crumpled piece of paper. Sweat drips across your brow. The incident at the store, the work after, and the exertion of your powers leaves you on the verge of collapsing. You can't recall the last time you've been this exhausted. Might as well get something to eat on the way back too. You head for your usual cafe. You arrive at the cafe near your workplace for an early lunch. Six Fan, an eatery built on the bones of a former tour guide company, if you recall correctly. Your need for privacy is fairly accommodated by the cafe's quiet ambience. Also, the decent food and affordable prices are an added bonus to keep you coming back. You set Toast's sleeping head on the seat across from you before your order. Your food arrives, a simple plate of bacon and eggs with some orange juice. Surveying your surroundings, you're satisfied that there are no other customers. You pull out the note from your pocket. Okay, let's see why this got him so excited. Toast, if you found this note, then I've gone with the members of the cult. Those people in the black hoods. I have reasons to suspect that their leader has my jacket. Stay away. I don't know how dangerous this group is. Rest assured, my friend, that I'll still honor my promise to you. Stay safe. Your friend, Archon. He's in the cult now? Your head tenses at the conundrum presented to you. Without his friend, even if his friend was a valid option in the first place, there's no way now that Toast can help you. Who in their right mind would go so far for a dumb jacket? You rub your temples as an ongoing struggle between your head and your heart wages on. I should dump him right here and now, cut my losses and find another way to save King. What was I even thinking? He's literally a condemned soul. He tried to attack Morris and those cultists. But then, maybe he really was looking out for her safety or to find his friend. What the heck do I really want? Squinting your eyes, you notice what looks to be a watermark on the paper. It can't be! You lift the note up into the air towards the light, and you let out a small gasp. The curved horns, the crown above the diamond. the underworld insignia. This piece of stationery came from there. Who is this guy? Your stomach growls loudly. Huh? What? Where am I? You're in a cafe, relax. By the way, I read the note. Care to explain what made you try to attack those people? You placed a note in front of you. I was just going to beat them up and make them fess up where Archon is. Like the note says, they're a bunch of cultists. They could be hurting Archon as a part of some sick initiation ritual. I saw it on TV. They brainwash people and have sex orgies with aliens. Aliens? What kind of show did you watch? Does it matter? Those cultists are bad news, and I'm worried about Archon being in there. Toast presses his translucent hand against his forehead and groans a little. Ugh. I don't even know how I could feel this sick. Wait, you used some weird magic. He points accusingly at you. About that... I swear, I've seen something like that before. But when? Oh hey, look at that. They gave me some toast with my meal. You must miss that. You pierced your fork through a piece of golden brown toast before gesturing it towards the ghost. What? Toast? No, not really. I can't quite stand it, to be honest. But why? You'd grow sick of it too if you ate nothing but toast and a smidge of butter growing up. You set the toast back on the plate. Besides, I had demons try to shove toast endlessly into me before. Doesn't make for a good... Demons. The demons use those portals! You're one of them! Damn it, betrayed by my breakfast once again. You drop the fork onto the plate and watch as the eggy yolk breaks and spreads out. Racking your brain, you wonder how to play this. You need to keep toast on your side, but which response would deliver the best outcome? I'm gonna go with my previous, response, which is... You pacify him with your weakness. Look, I'll come clean. I'm not any run-of-the-mill demon. I'm the Demon Lord. Before Bandcamp kicked me out. You said that last part as fast as you can in hopes that Toast didn't hear it. Toast lets out a gasp. Wait, I remember now. You're the Screaming Lord. Huh? Yeah. That's what all the other demons called you in the torture rooms. Whenever a demon screams, that means that you came up with a new idea. You feel your right eye twitching. I'm sure that it was all in good humor. Yeah, they even made a betting game about how many bad ideas you could come up with in a month. Those... Anyways, now that you know who I am... Look, my title doesn't matter to me. I just want to right my mistake and bring King home. You know, after Judgment Day, I've lost years to that literal hell. Looking back, I can't help but think that what you want now is a tall order on my part. When I was a kid, the adults would always say not to judge people because that's not nice. How did you stomach doing what you did? You ball up your hands on your lap. The weight of your anxiety rests heavily on your shoulders. Toast crosses his arms. You ponder your answers as your eyes flick between the hyena and at the abandoned Toast in front of you. The judgment you and any of the other souls went through were determined by the system, the equations to judge a soul. Even if I am not directly involved, I will acknowledge that the judgment system is the extension of the Demon Lord's will, of my will. But judgment must be cast. The Demon Lord must judge souls and demons must carry out punishment on the damned. So if you ask me how I live with it, I just do, because that's my job. His laughter catches you off guard. What's so funny? I zoned out halfway through that spiel. But I think I got the gist of it. At least you have the balls to get the job done. I can respect that. Nothing's worse to me than having to suffer under someone's spineless with wishy-washy apathy. I say, no matter the job, you gotta do it right. So we're cool? For now, I still gotta bust Archon out, and that'd be easier with someone who's got an actual body. But I've got some terms you gotta meet if you want my help. If this is about taking over the up above, I can tell you that's not happening. No skin off my back, saves me the trouble of beating everyone up. But I still want in on the up above. You're the Demon Lord, right? I don't intend to go back to it. You must still have connections. You must know how you can get me in. That's all I want. In your heart of hearts, you don't know if Toast's request is remotely possible. Souls barely escaped the underworld, and now he wants to practically override his sentence. Why do you want this so badly? Well... He grabs the fork after several tries, slips a dollop of peanut butter from the provided ramekin of condiments and spreads it over the clean side of the bread. He just washes the food before grabbing some strawberry jam and splattering it across the peanut butter. Dropping the fork, he pushes the plate away and looks at you. Ain't it obvious? You're asking me to pick between an eternity of fun or torture. Is that all? That's not important. Can you make it happen or not? You need him, at least for now. Fine. Help me save King and I'll get you into the up above. Then let's make it a bacon promise. A bacon what? A bacon promise. He picks up one of the bacon slices on your plate. You and I swear on the tastiest meat on earth that we'll honor this deal, and if you're going to break that promise to bacon, you're damned to hell. Well, I'm from there, so this doesn't really mean much. Then, the one who breaks the promise is cursed with 1,000 years of bad luck. You feel a strong sense of determination when looking into Toast's eyes. In contrast, uncertainty takes hold of your heart, as you don't even know if you can keep your end of the bargain. Yet you steal your resolve, for King. You reach out and grab the other end of the bacon. I promise. Toast pulls on the other end, ripping the bacon in two. It's a deal. He throws his portion of the bacon into his mouth and you watch it fall onto the seat. Damn it, everything I eat just goes right through me. You take a deep breath and eat the rest of your cold meal in silence. With so much that has happened in one morning, all you wish for is some time to rest. While you eat, you manage to keep Toast busy with a video on your phone. After your meal, you take Toast back to your apartment. Sitting in an elevator, King sits bound and gagged from head to toe. The soreness around his butt is replaced with a dull but numbing pain from staying still. Each time the elevator changes direction, King lurches from side to side. The room itself is seemingly chasing after some far-off destination. King rests his head against the cool metallic wall, too tired to continue his struggle against his bindings. His eyes rise upwards to the demon who has his back turned to him. The dark bindings around his mouth start to curve further around King's face with the tip resembling a dog's head, peeking at the corner of his eyes. Bro, he says you have a nice ass. Fortis looks over his shoulder and flashes a smile. Thanks! Glad someone noticed the effort that went into training my glutes! The demon flexes his bubbly posterior. King shakes his head frantically. He says to ungag him. Not a chance. I had a hard enough time figuring out what to do without you yelling in my ears. Dude says that he won't talk much. He just doesn't like me stuffing his nose. Hey, that's mean. It's not as if I like being wrapped around you with your, soft fleece. It feels weird touching a mortal. Fortress turns around. Just ignore him. He can't do anything to you. Bro, he says he's going to lick me. Ew! Relax, that's not... He's doing it, bro. I can feel his slimy tongue spreading his mortal saliva on me. Fortis shakes his head and lets out a low growl. Fine, return. The bindings on King's mouth unravel and slither up Fortis's arm. King's jaw drops as he watches the previously sentient shadow revert into a lifeless tattoo. Fortis points at the stunned alpaca. Now zip it, or he's going back on you. Fortis points to his right forearm. Exhausted, King presses his face against the cold metal surface beside him. I wish I could see where we're going. The spot where his head meets the metal swirls open, granting him a window to the space outside. Peering through the porthole-like spot, he sees portraits floating around a murky abyss. Like the planets circling the sun, the painting appears to move in the same manner, but what they are all circling around remains to be seen. The alpaca shifts his attention back to the demon. Fortis keeps mumbling to himself. He intently peruses the elevator control panel, decisively reaching out for buttons before changing his mind. Where are we going? This elevator ride feels like it's been going on for too long. Just give me a minute. I'm thinking where to put you. Maybe here? He presses a combination of buttons and the elevator comes to a halt. The door opens to the bathroom full of naked demons showering. Crap, sorry dudes! Fortress rapidly presses another button so that the doors can close and begin moving again. The elevator jolts, bringing back King's motion sickness with it. Did the guys have like 3? Yes, and don't ask. Now, how about here? While Fortress inputs the next combination, King leans to the side and squints to see the buttons. To his dismay, the panel is decorated with symbols beyond his comprehension. It's not long before the elevator comes to a stop again. The door opens to a desert plain. There's only one thing that stands out, a silent mass of people huddled around something. The alpaca blinks. Before him are beings on their knees, looking up with their reverence. The outline of their incorporeal bodies is barely maintained as the wisps of their essence flow back and forth, like smoke in the wind. A mixture of shock and fascination dawns on King as he realizes what these ethereal beings are. Souls. There's something unnerving about the whole display. King gulps as his eyes slowly trail up to the very front of the crowd, a stone sculpture. The stone sculpture has its back turned against everyone, but something already feels amiss. What's that sound? King starts to hear a beating sound escalating with each passing second. The drumming sound that fills his ears is none other than the alpaca's own heartbeat. His eyes remain fixed to the statue, unable to look away, not out of awe, but of fear. A possibility so grim, so terrible, may come to pass if he looks away. The fear grips King's entire core as tears start to stream down his eyes. The metal doors slide shut, obscuring the statue entirely. King gasps and blinks rapidly over his dry eyes. Might be a bit too intense for this pipsqueak. What room was that? It's one of the mildest physical torture chambers. Thought it could work for you. What was that thing? I couldn't stop looking at it. Yes. That'd be the demon Akios. You don't want to find out what happens when the souls stop looking at them. What in the world made you think that that would be a safe place for me? I don't know. Akios seem pretty popular with mortal souls. Your kind can't seem to take your eyes off of them. I don't think those souls have a choice in the matter. Fine, then I'm using Plan B. Fortress presses another series of buttons and the elevator opens up to a plain-looking office space. Let's go. He pulls King up by his bindings and places the mortal on his shoulder. Being carried by a big, strong man would be more fun if I wasn't being held against my will. Fortress walks across the room and pulls out a pair of keys to open the pantry door. Once inside, he drops the alpaca on his butt and locks the room. Ow! If you're trying to bruise my peaches, you did a good job. Fortress extends his hand out and the bindings unravel. King gets up and scans the area. The place looks like an average-looking pantry room, down to the distinctive smell. Well, Vendrick said to stuff you in a pantry, so here you are. I'm not getting paid enough to be looking for rooms. If you need a toilet, it'll be the door next to the sink. Over there's the coffee machine. Fortress goes on and on, but King is lost in his thoughts. His eyes fall upon the key ring dangling off the demon's jacket pocket. With that key, he could escape the pantry and make a run for the elevator. He couldn't go home, but he could warn Kobu that Vendrick's coming. The sound of a crimson portal ripping open in the middle of the room derails King's train of thought. Wait, you're leaving? Enjoy your afterlife. Fortress heads for the portal. Wait! What now? I mean, what am I gonna do about food? Like I said, just eat whatever's in the fridge. King walks over and opens the fridge. He instantly reels back. Is that moldy cheese? And oh my god, there's an eyeball in that container of leftovers. I can't eat these. Fortress rolls his eyes. Come on, food is food. It's not like you're trying to build muscle or anything. Ping pong ping. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? The Cat General's voice comes clear through the PA system. Amari? That sounds like the voice of that demon with all those arms. Why is he making an announcement here? Yeah, I see you guys on my monitor. Figured you'd bring him to the pantry. Really? How'd you even know I'm bringing him here? Simple. I inferred that you'd either take Vendrick's word literally, or you'd realize that there was no safer place for him but here. Oh, really now? You were that sure that those were the only things that I would have done? There is a silence that drags on for a few seconds before Amari responds. That, and I bugged the mortal when you were walking out with him. Yeah, typical Amari. A small spider bot no bigger than a grain of rice leaps off of a king's shoulder unnoticed and crawls up the ceiling to sit on the PA speaker. It glows red. Cameras are on. Hi, mortal. Hi. King waves hesitantly in the direction of the PA system. Anyways, the alpaca is right. We've got to fulfill his basic needs if we plan to send him back to Earth in one piece. Then you do it, if you're such an expert. I'm already on it. Kobu previously wanted to acquire mortal snacks without going through the hassle of traveling to the mortal plane. So he requested that I build a processor that could churn out the things he wanted. I just need to make sure that it's working right, and check if it still has the bug whereby it explodes when coming into contact with water. Ugh. Right, and that means that I need entertainment too. You're a prisoner. What do you need entertainment for? Well... The alpaca puffs his chest and tries to look intimidating. He steps closer to the large demon and pokes his head in the chest. Well, wow, this is so solid. King retracts his hand and tries to start over. Well, I'll go crazy if I remain stuck in this room with nothing to do. At least get me something to read. Fortis huffs and growls. Fine, then read this! He grabs a nearby jar of coffee powder and shoves it towards the alpaca's snout. King slaps Fortis's hand away. Hello, honey. Reading the label off a jar of coffee powder isn't stimulating. But what was I expecting? You meatheads down here are all the same as the ones up on Earth. You're all only about the gains. Excuse me, I happen to be very well read. I'm not the second strongest demon general just by getting by on my own strength alone. Number 2. I flush a number 2 down the toilet every morning, mister. Ooh. King and Fortis look sternly at the PA system. Sorry, carry on. Fortis' entire body tenses as a result. His body heat skyrockets, making the alpaca take a few steps back in order to keep his fleece from catching fire. Listen here, you are in no position to make demands. You're going to be a good little mortal and just sit here and take what I give you. They both leer at each other, neither budging on their stance. If you're going to leave me to be bored out of my brains, I'll go on a hunger strike. Oh yeah? Well, this meathead has created chasms with these arms. I'm sure I can open that pretty mouth of yours and make you eat. Do it and I'll bite your finger. Ha! As if you can hurt me. I might just like it. The sound of a crunching popcorn echoes through the room from the speaker system. Amari! Oh, whoops. Forgot I had my mic on. Fortis turns back to the alpaca, wispy steam emanating from Fortis as the sweat dripping down the demon's fist evaporates from his intense body heat. He takes in one deep breath and his body temperature drops. Ugh. He closes his eyes for a while, then opens them again. Sport magazine okay with you? Okay, but I'm going to need a box of tissues if you're going to make me read that. What? For the inspirational sports story segments. You know, the part where they talk about how they got into sports and all that. Right. Fortis shakes his head and leaves through the portal. Boy, he's grumpy, huh? King sighs loudly and places his hands on his hips. I'm sorry, Amari, was it? Yep. You sound like a nice demon. Can I have some privacy so that I can rest? Oh, don't worry. These recordings are merely for research purposes. Come on, what if I need to do some private things? I encourage that completely. Go for it. I want you to do whatever comes natural to you. Then I'll smash your bug. I welcome you to try it. It would give me valuable data for the next model. While you do so, let me play some relaxing music to go with it. I'll be there soon with a food machine. Have fun! Gentle music starts playing from the spider bot. King sighs, defeated. He walks over to the nearby chair and sits down. Things would be easier without a camera watching him, but his time in the convenience store has long taught him how to avoid such surveillance. Now how do I steal the key from that walking bulldozer? On your way to your apartment, you receive a message from Anne. At the store, the siblings wanted to discuss how to divide up the work while King is out of commission. Mike offers to be in charge of depositing the day's earnings, just as how he has been helping King before. You propose to get another staff member on board to help lighten the workload. The siblings agree to put up a post telling everyone that the shop is hiring. Until there is a new hire, each of you will have to handle a shift of your own, a prospect Mike hates out of concerns for his sister's safety, but all of you agree that there is no choice for now. You can't help but mumble under your breath about how unfortunate all this additional work is. You're so distracted by thoughts about the list of things that you need to prepare for the next day that you nearly walk past your apartment. We're here. Wow, look at this sad, lonely, miserable pile of bricks. Stinks of misery and cheap paint. So where's your place? This is where I live. Oh. You walk ahead with your head held low. I mean, it's a charming crib. I lived in something like this before, and hey, look at those stairs. Look at how they support your weight. Turning on the lights, you both enter the unit. Whoa, not bad. The ghost floats ahead to your bed. You feel self-conscious that you left your messy bed untouched since the day you went for that game night with King. Toast floats off to the bathroom. You have a washing machine in your bathroom? That's some fancy shit, man. You don't know if he's being honest or condescending. Toast, I'm sure you've seen a nicer home than this. But they don't have a washing machine toilet bathroom combo. He enters the kitchen. You set your bag aside and sit in front of your laptop. At the table on one side of the room, even bending your knees to sit down is a challenge as you feel your quads burning. With some degree of security being back in your home, you decide to watch a video before taking a nap. Hey! You look up from your laptop. Toast approaches with a bag of chips in hand, most likely taken from your pantry. Where's your TV? I don't have one. I mean, who needs one when all the best shows are online? What, you mean the internet thing? There's nothing on there but a dancing baby and that pet rock website, Geopets. You telling me that there's shows on there now? He sits next to you. I'm beginning to suspect that you died a pretty while back. Everyone uses the internet now. It's where you buy things, see each other's daily lives, and yes, watch movies and TV shows or any random clips you like. But you can't enjoy a movie on something as small as that. You need a big-ass TV screen. You're speaking from experience? Heck yeah, back when I was 10, I found this huge-ass TV that someone left in the dumps. Brought it home. PB was able to fix it up and we could watch movies on it every Friday night. We watched so many movies on that thing. I think my favorite was the one about a fox that got into an accident and was turned into a robot policeman. Who's PB? My little brother. I guess he got all the brains in the relationship. Toast instantly turns to the screen. That's not important. Let's watch a movie. I want to watch the Robot Fox movie one more time. If you want, I can get us a TV from the guy downstairs. Please stay away from the landlord. It's absolutely no stealing. Look, we can watch it all online now. Robot Fox, right? Let me just boot up the site and... there. Toast leans closer to the screen. What? They made 8 Robot Fox movies? They rebooted the series after the 4th movie. I heard that they rebooted it. Shh! Don't tell me! I want to be surprised! So which one do you want to watch? All of it! Right from the beginning! Right. I'll set it up to autoplay cause You yawn. I don't think I'll be able to keep my eyes open any longer. Do it! Do it! Do it! After hitting the play button, the sound of the movie's opening scene fills the room. Toast lets out a long squeal as he readies to open the bag of chips, but you grab it from him as you get up. My movie snacks! Absolutely not. You'll just drop it all over the place. Geez, you never learned that you can't eat without a body. I can't help it! I'm hungry, horny, and thirsty all the time, and not necessarily in that order. That's just part of being a ghost. Try to ignore it as best as you can. At the back of your mind, you're reminded of the nature of ghosts. You remind yourself to keep Toast in check whenever you can. Even if he's helping you, he could be dangerous. Oh, it's starting! Look! That's Felix Foxington! And then again, maybe you could just plop him in front of a screen and he'll be vacated. You grab the pillow nearby and lie down on the floor. Craning your head, you're able to look at the screen at an odd angle. A fox is speaking to a female cat about how much he wanted to marry her after today. Your concentration waxes and wanings, you struggling to keep sense of the dialogue as you're only able to focus on pieces of it. Toast, on the other hand, is glued to the screen, reacting to every line like it's the first time that he's ever seen the film. It's cute. You smile softly and slowly, drifting off to sleep. In between your rest, you awaken to catch a glimpse of Toast still watching the screen, reacting to whatever's going on. No way! That was his father all along? You fall asleep again and awaken sometime later. Hang on, Rose! Don't let go! That plank is big enough for the both of you! You close your eyes. You don't know how much time has passed, but you see through your heavy eyelids that Toast is watching the screen quietly. Is it getting dark? Yawning loudly, you return to sleep's sweet embrace. Another dreamless sleep, yet something is amiss. At the edge of your consciousness, you hear someone calling to you. Kobu! Kobu, wake up! Toast? The hyena is lying on top of your body. His flustered face fills your field of vision. Your heart flutters from the way the hyena moans. Your fingers dig deep into the palm of your hands. It's been so long since you've had someone on top of you, you're not sure how to react. The longer you look at him, the more you become aware that you can actually see through his ethereal clothes. His heavy, heaving pectorals are inches away from your face. You gulp. Toast, what are you? Kobu, I don't think I can hold on anymore. Your eyes widen as your mind tries to make sense of everything going on. Is he coming onto me? But his eyes look unfocused and he's swaying from side to side. Toast, what's going on? I think something's wrong. The ghost topples to the side. Toast! You spring up and examine the ghost. There's a glyph that somewhat resembles a letter, A, stuck on his foot. It glows an ominous yellow as Toast groans again. Toast grimaces in pain as his entire lower half wavers in and out of existence. Toast! You shake him, but he doesn't respond. What's causing? The room glows faintly, of the same hue of the symbol. You look up and stare slack-jawed at the sight of more strange yellow symbols floating about on the surface of the walls and ceilings. About half of your apartment unit is covered in a web of magical signs. In all the ensuing chaos, your eyes flick about as they pick up the sound of someone chanting outside. You think your eyes deceive you at first, but the symbols slowly encroach with each passing second. Run! Save yourself! This moment fills you with an uncomfortable sense of déjà vu. Adrenaline courses through your veins, prompting you to act. Someone must be casting the spell to keep it on the move. Hang on, Toast. You head for the door, forcing you to run into the web of floating symbols. When your foot makes contact with the symbols, they start to creep up along your body until you're fully covered. What the? The symbols light up and shock you with their magic. Each jolt sends your muscles into a haphazard sequence of contractions. You shriek as your tired muscles are being stretched to their limits. You collapse to the ground, body convulsing, but you grit your teeth as you fight to regain control. You crawl on all fours to the door. With the turn of the knob, you tumble out onto the hallway. You pant while you pull yourself up. The symbols on your body disappear instantly. You! Moore stands a few steps away from you, facing the wall next to your door, which is now covered in yellow papers painted with the exact same symbols in your apartment unit. You run towards him in an attempt to tackle the exorcist. Without looking at you, Morris moves his right hand in a circular motion. A magic circle appears in front of his hand. You hit an invisible wall that bounces you back to where you started. The exorcist continues his chant. The papers around him light up, row by row, in response. Morris, what are you doing? The boar pauses and turns to you. Nice night for an exorcism, don't you agree? Stop it, you're hurting Toast! Toast? Is that what that thing is called? Boy, you two have gotten chummy. Makes me think that you're overqualified to be just a store clerk. Don't do this! He's not doing anything wrong! The boar points accusingly in your direction. Nothing wrong? Threatening me with a brick and attacking those people in the park is nothing wrong? Granted, they were cultists. My point still stands. How do you know all that? I've been following the both of you since crossing your path. I noticed his presence the moment I ran by. I've been watching you, plotting from the shadows. Yeah, that it's not creepy at all. Oh, and don't think that I didn't see your magic trick at the park. But I stopped him. Yes, you did. Which confuses me more. I still can't get a read on you. Just who are you? A necromancer? A wizard? I can explain everything, just stop whatever you're doing and talk to me. Sorry, Kobu, but this is my job. I exercise first, ask questions later. It'll be easier if you surrender. I'm not letting you or your pet ghost have your way with the people of this town. You're not listening to me. Ugh. That's it. You leave me no choice. You reach for your pocket. Morris jumps back. With a swing of his arms, he summons magical circles around his hands again. You want to throw down? Give it your best shot. You stare each other down. The air is charged with a heavy tension. Gulping, you pull out your phone and press the necessary keys. You hope that this plan works, or you're down one more ally. Casting spells on your phone? What kind of magic is that? This is no magic. This is... You are connected to the person you call. Hello, Kibbleton Police? Wait. Yes, there's a strange person putting up weird papers around my apartment. Hold up. We're supposed to be having a fight over here. Hold on. You set the phone aside and hit the mute button. Yeah, well, it's late and I have rights. Now, unless you want to spend your night behind bars, you'll put down your glowing circles and talk. Just so you know, I'm doing this because it's convenient. I can and will kick your butt if you try anything. The boar aims his left hand at the wall of enchantments. He fires a blast of fire at the parchments. The heat renders the paper to ashes. You see the glowing light inside your room dissipate simultaneously. Bringing your phone up, you apologize to the officer that you might have made a mistake, and end the call. You scowl and point to Morris, and then back to your apartment, at a repeat but rapid pace. He undoes his magic circles. His pace is slow as he enters your unit. As you go in, you hope that Toast is doing alright. Relieved Toast is back, on his feet. His dazed expression turns into anger upon seeing Morris. What is he doing here? It's alright, he just tried to exercise with the both of us, but I convinced him to stop and talk it out. Toast is taken aback for a moment, but then lets out a laugh. That's my number 2. Looks like this bacon is made out of chicken. Morris' eyes seem to bulge out while he holds out an uncomfortable-looking smile. Guys, quit it. Let's just talk like adults. Toast blows a raspberry at Morris, who in turn flips the ghost off. The three of you gather around the coffee table to talk. You sit across from Morris while Toast stares him down. I should beat the crap out of you for what you tried to do. Morris shrugs Toast off. The ghost growls and sits down in between the two of you. You consider what you need to tell Morris, and what would happen if he continues to go against you. I don't like this. Why is he here? He tried to kill us. Technically, you're already dead. You start explaining. Who are you, really? He points at you once again. Who are you, he asks. If only you knew what to say. You've never gotten any closer to the answer even after leaving the underworld. But that's not what he's asking for now. I am Kobu, ex-Demon Lord. I escaped to Earth when I was betrayed by my second-in-command, Vendrick. Morris' pupils dilate. I've been on the run from the demons sent to hunt me down for almost 2 years, before I came to Kibbleton. Here I've settled into my role as a Sunny Fruits employee and I wanted to live a quiet life, but... a demon attacked the store. You pull out the eyeball you collected and place it onto the table. He used this to send King to the underworld and now I need Toast's help to get him back. Morris sits there unfazed by the news. He grabs the eyeball to examine it further. He turns the item around before looking up at you. This is why demons and mortals shouldn't mix. Your kind always finds some way to ruin people's lives. Did you even consider what would have happened to him in the first place? course, always. I didn't want King to get involved in any of this. Really? Excuse me, but I find it hard to believe that you, a demon, would even care a little over one person. What? Did you plan to consume his soul for yourself? Turn him into a puppet for your own amusement? Never. He's my friend. I was happy to just be by his side. Morris places the eyeball back on the table and crosses his arms. You have to believe me. I would never hurt him on purpose. I already feel bad as it is that he's in this situation for my sake. That's why I need to help bring him back. Then what? As long as he's with you, he will continue to be at risk of getting attacked again. What about the damage to his psyche now that he knows all of this is real? How will he live knowing that the underworld is real? Hey, he's just trying to help his friend. Why are you giving him the third degree? Because you and him aren't supposed to be here. Neither of you belong here. You're not only breaking the natural order of things, but who knows who else could get hurt if they get involved. Morris grasps his bandaged arm. He runs his thumb over his watch, turning and tapping the face over and over again. That's just mean. Hold it. Give me a minute to think. Morris sighs loudly, closing his eyes. He remains quiet. While the exorcist collects himself, you can't help but tap your fingers against the floor. The silence is unbearable. After what feels like forever, he opens his eyes. I take it you have a plan for all of this? I do. And where does the ghost come in? Toast. My name is Toast. Morris rolls his eyes. Where does Toast come in? He knows someone that can get me into the underworld. And you trust this ghost to be honest about this so-called someone? Hey, I wouldn't lie. Oh really? I wonder how much the honesty of a condensed soul is worth. Hey! I think his source is legit. They left a note which came from the underworld, so Archon might be worth checking out. And where's this Archon? He infiltrated the cult to find his jacket. Morris slaps himself on the forehead. Call me crazy, but I'm not convinced that I should be letting you, a demon lord flunky, and him roam the streets like this. You can trust us. In fact, we could use your help. I don't know if all of this will work out. If I fail, I need to know that someone can take over and bring King home. Morris' gaze never falters from your face. You're asking a lot now, and I don't offer my services for free. What will it take then? Well, I don't know how useful you can be in battle. Then again, I do have a bunch of extra cases that could go a lot faster with a few extra hands. Tell you what, you two can help me out with some of my exorcism jobs. In exchange, I will count that and those delicious cups of coffee King brewed before as my payment. Sounds fair to me. However, this deal comes with some terms and conditions. Once King is freed, you both need to leave the town. But if you really care about King, you know why this has to be done. As long as you're here, he'll always be in danger. You cup your hands in front of you. It feels as though the air inside your lungs has been sucked out as you fail to even utter a sound. Deep down, you knew that this was bound to happen. Even if you do save King with Toast's help, there is no guarantee that your friend would even want to be near you anymore. Turning to Toast, you wait for him. This decision is as much his as it is yours. I don't really mind. It's not like I'm sticking around here after this is done, right, buddy? Right. Besides, I wouldn't want to stay in a place where I'm getting the evil eye every time from some dumb exorcist. I'm sure everyone gives you the same look. Morris, I'll take the deal. I'll leave after King is saved. The exorcist smiles and drops his arms. Good. Maybe you aren't that unreasonable of a demon after all. Hang on, I just remembered something. Back at the store, that golden retriever... Lucian? Yeah. Is he with you? Not technically, he's an angel here to send me back to the underworld. And you're not going to take it? No. Then tell him that, and get him to take a hike. Your whole body tenses up. Do I have to? I'm not really good at telling people that they're getting let go from their jobs. Do it. The fewer celestial beings sticking around here, the better. I can do it for you, bud. I'm good at letting people go. All I need is a crowbar and an alibi. No, Toast. I'll do it. Well, I take it we're done here. All three of you rise to your feet. Cheer up. As a sign of good faith, I'll give you guys a gift. Come by my office tomorrow. I have the morning shift, though. Oh, then I'll come by the store. If we're getting a gift, I want a new TV. A TV? Yeah, it's better than me bending over to look at that tiny freaking thing. He points to the laptop on the floor. It's the least you can throw in with your heartfelt apology. The hyena throws his nose up high with a smug grin. He's right, you know, you did attack us without provocation. What? I was doing my job. People who can't apologize for their mistakes are the worst kind of people. That's what my uncle taught me. But The board looks from you to the ghost, struggling to escape the position he's in. Apologizing to a ghost and a demon. Ugh, fine. Sorry. Toast leans in close to Morris. Huh? What's that? Did a mouse squeak or something? Speak up. I said I'm sorry. Toast laughs heartily at the blushing boar. But you're not getting a TV. What I have is way more important than that. You'll see. Hang on, before you go. Oh, what now? You walk to the corner of the room and grab a broom. Clean up the pile of ashes you left behind and remove any remaining magic seals on the walls, please. Toast snickers away while floating up to the ceiling. Morris begrudgingly takes the broom and doesn't leave until you approve his cleanup. Weary from the night's events, you retreat back to your bed, but struggle to fall asleep. You lie in bed watching the ceiling, pondering the choices you've made so far. If I was halfway decent at my job, none of this would have happened. No, I could have taken any other job, but no, I wanted to be Demon Lord because that's the family business, and the fate of all living kind depends on it. Well, look at where it got me. You blink. What am I gonna do with my life? Hey! Toast lies in the air above you with his face blinking back. Can't sleep? You shuffle around in your bed, kicking the blankets aside to cool your feet. No, not really. I have a trick for helping put people to sleep. You mean by breaking their necks? Toast frowns. Sorry, it was a joke. No, I hum a song. I sang it to PB whenever he had trouble falling asleep. Guess it can't hurt to try. Toast floats over to the side of your bed. He positions himself so that his snout is next to your right ear. In a low hush tone, he hums a gentle tune. The song is unfamiliar to you, but the hyena's deep voice is peculiarly calming when humming his tune. Your eyelids become heavy. Finally, you can sleep again. Toast? The ghost has fallen asleep first. His pale face drips translucent drool onto your mattress. You sigh. Good night, Toast. You close your eyes and try once again to fall asleep. To be continued. Alrighty then, that was what is currently available for Toast. So, yeah. He's kind of cute in a dumb way. Well, not in a dumb way, like in a kind of airheaded way. But yeah. Poor little guy. And I am, of course, speaking of Kobu. But also, I'm curious about Toast's friend because Archon, if I am not mistaken, means Demon Lord. So, and how do I know this? Because I played Genshin Impact, and the gods, but not really gods of that game are called Archons, and it means Demon Lord. So yeah. So I'm curious, does that mean that there's more than one Demon Lord at a time, or that one of the Demon Lords that supposedly died just escaped to the real world and now he's just looking for his clothes? Or maybe his jacket's not actually a jacket, it's actually like a cloak or something. Sort of like like the scepter that Vendrick had, where it's maybe like a magical artifact disguised as a jacket, and the previous Demon Lord wants it back. I guess we'll have to see as the story progresses with Toast. Omar Alvarado. Every time. But yeah, I like Toast. It's not just because he's a hyena, because he's like that one friend that you have that gets you in trouble, but you don't stop being friends with him because you know that he's not malicious about it, and sure, he wants to maybe accidentally kill someone by hitting them with a brick, but you know, you're still friends with him. You let him sleep on the couch, you know, you might flirt with him. Anyways, but yeah. So anywho, so what are your thoughts on Toast's side of the story? Do you think that his friend is gonna be reliable? And I was actually surprised that you end up, you know, having to work with Morris. That's what I was trying to avoid, having to, you know, have him in the story. It's not that I don't like Morris, I just don't like who he reminds me of. Anyways, yeah. So again, where do you think the story is going? Do you like Toast as much as I do? Do you still prefer Lucien, or do you at least think that Lucien is the appropriate choice? Because if you recall, Lucien is, his powers are waning, and you know, he's an angel, and what do you do with a depowered angel? They're kind of useless. They're dangerous. If you ever watch Supernatural, you know that depowered angels are dangerous regardless. But I mean, they're easier to kill, I guess, but anyways, so also you got to see King's sprite, and the scene where King disappears, or where he's transported to the underworld, actually has a CG now, and you get to see it if you decide to, you know, play Where the Demon Lurks yourself. And well, yeah, so thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Where the Demon Lurks yourself, you can find it over on itch, and you can find a direct link to it by going over to the Where the Demon Lurks Twitter page, which will be linked down in the description. And if you would like to support the project, you can find a direct link to it from the description, or from the, you know, Where the Demon Lurks Twitter page, and you get early access to builds of Where the Demon Lurks and stuff. I'm actually not sure what else they have. Like, sometimes it's just early builds, or sometimes it's work in progress stuff, and sometimes it's polls where you can, you know, say like, hey, I want you to work on Toast's route more, or I want you to work on Morris's or Lucien's more, or stuff like that. But yeah. So I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.